Welcome back, everybody. We are back for another CBC podcast. This week, we were blessed by actually having news to talk about. Plenty of news, as a matter of fact. But before we get there, stay tuned for members' topics after the podcast drops on YouTube, where we're going to be talking about Alpha Flight and what's going on with the whole bigger Spider-Verse. But on this main show, we're going to talk Spider-Man 4, Wolverine's future, Joker 2's box office outlook that continues to free fall into the abyss. And hey, speaking of free falling into the abyss, Venom 3. But before we get there, I, of course, as always, am your host, Armin. And in an effort to be able to afford a PlayStation 5 Pro, you guys can see the Armin copter now on my OnlyFans. So please go subscribe because I need that because I don't want to sell my kidney to be able to afford that.
It's like a Warhammer Mini.
It's oh my God, it's actually more expensive. and even Digital Foundry's like, you know what won't be able to run that game? Space Marine 2 at 60 frames a second? The PS5 Pro. But you know who might be able to run the PS5 Pro with the sheer power of his abilities, I guess? Tristan, how about you?
No, I have a PC.
I was like, what the hell is he doing with this bit? Right?
It's like, I just like, even if I wanted to get it, I'm gonna wait to get it when it's a little bit cheaper because like at $800 to play the physical copies of the game is ridiculous. But you can check out my stuff with the link tree. Still working on some stuff, especially with the merch shop that should be coming soon.
Cool.
Oh,
I say, also, Mitch, how about you? Are you going to afford a PlayStation 5 Pro?
No, I'm going to save money and buy a PC instead.
It's like everybody with a brain is like, I ain't buying that. Hey, look, and I'm plenty stupid, but I'm not that stupid, clearly.
Yeah, the conversation I've seen is definitely they've pushed everyone into getting a PC. Even though you get people being like, for just an extra $500, you can get this. It's like, yeah, but that's nearly doubling the price. Like, you're not helping the argument. Shut up. Like, you're being
that's until Nintendo says, here's our next system for $400.
See, that I'm totally fine with.
I did see, like, I think IGN and clearly Digital Foundry helped them because they now work together and they're under the same parent company. They put together, hey, here's a PC that's more powerful than a PS5 Pro for $800. I was like, ooh, that's a good article. That's going to actually help a lot of people. So, there you go. But you guys, you know, you can go follow Mitch. He's been producing stuff. Yes. And you got anything else coming up? Because I know you did a recent video game video. Well, another one because you did Final Fantasy.
I did Black Myth Wukong. I haven't, as I said in the video, I haven't finished it yet, but I just want to talk about, like, is it actually going to be Game of the Year? Because that seems to be more of the conversation around that game than anything. So,
right.
Spoilers, no. But if you want to understand why, no.
It's a good game, but yeah, no.
It's a great game. It's just not Game of the Year. No, it's not going to be.
And, I mean,
so it makes you start 2 channel.
I was gonna say, you look at that, and like you look at that game, you're like, oh my God, it's beautiful. Especially if, like, you know, if you got a top end PC and you can max Wukong out, my lord.
I mean, even on PS5, it looks great.
It does look pretty good.
It's got a little bit of that UE5 fuzz that everything seems to have with Unreal Engine at the minute. But it's the best looking UE game we've had.
It really is. It shows in that. But with that in mind, we also are joined by Ricardo.
Yeah, I'm alive.
The PlayStation 5 Pro price awoke him from his slumber.
Wait, is this not the Blade podcast?
That was Blade? A month ago. You missed it. I'm sorry.
What timeline is this?
616B.
Oh, damn! I'm in the wrong one.
Yeah. The one where Skeletor is Jared Leto.
Just do that. Why don't you just put like a B next to 616? You could have solved like every problem.
It's just slightly adjacent.
Yeah, it's the same but different. No, there you go.
What? He's just gonna become Amy Pascal. His head just slides in adjacent. Slides away.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Flaggy in a wig. That's who Pascal is. Let's be honest. Anyway.
There we go. So, everybody, we do have a full show at hand here, which means that we got to get into the topics. So, let's just get into our first topic, which is the final trailer for Venom 3 officially dropped. And the main takeaway is Knull. Knull is in this, and I guess we could say that this trailer nullified some people's interest.
I want you to know the second you started saying the bit, I actually did a vomit burp. No, legitimately, it wasn't planned, but you made me do it. It's just like,
Yeah, but
like I don't think anyone outside of China is like excited for this.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's a few brain dead people or brain rotted people, I should say.
So, okay, I will say this. I talked to quite a few like longtime CBC fans. You know, I've become acquaintances with them. We've played games together online and stuff. So whenever something new hits, they'll reach out to me. And many of them are like, I love the idea of Knull. I think Knull is great, but this should have been something built up over the course of multiple films and not just thrown into a finale where clearly he's going to show up and be defeated in 10 minutes. You know,
I mean,
but-
probably.
yeah.
But the problem with
But
that,
Armin,
Oh no.
Go, Ricardo.
but you know that it's Sony, right? You know that's the post-credit scene.
Ah!
You know this is leading up to Spider-Man 4. Come on now. Sony's
He's
gonna
not
make
wrong,
something
that's the
happen.
It's not even going to be Spider-Man 4. It's going to be Spider-Man 3 on PS5.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I just threw. Oh, but can you imagine the ugly Knull suit? Oh, Jesus Christ! I can't. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. That's
But no, the
terrible.
problem with building up to Knull over multiple movies is, sure, you can start that now. Venom 1 came out before Knull.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So they couldn't have built up to if they wanted to because they started the movie
Yeah,
before.
it's like
So-
really weird here because you since you couldn't build it up from the first one because of how he was created, is that now just like Venom the symbiote just now acknowledges that the reason I went to Earth is because I was trying to get away from my creator. So
I mean, they kind of hinted that in the first one anyway, right? Like he's trying to get away from the planet and all that sort of stuff.
For
like,
whatever
the whole-
reason, yeah,
And,
yeah.
like, yeah, and then in the trailer it says that more symbiotes are coming to Earth because they're running from Knull.
So like I think they've lucked out into this whole thing in a backwards kind of way.
Oh yeah.
But I was on TNAP, so that's out now. And we talked about this yesterday. And they could have made this so much smoother by just giving Carnage like the swirl
Yeah.
in the second movie, and then like they're done. Like you then build up the hype for Knull,
But-
because everyone knows. Like
Can we
like the games, right? You're just doing the exact same thing.
True, but can we just be real that they didn't have foresight that they were even going to make a third film? I think that much is very like.
Oh, 100%,
Sony
yeah,
doesn't.
yeah.
You know, Sony's not. They're the new DC of yesteryear, where they're just reactionary to whatever's going on, and they could have, but
They've
they're
seen
clearly-
people say we want Knull in the movie, and they're like, "Cool, we're going to do that." Find out who that
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
I
That's
feel
it.
like they were confident about putting Spider-Man in this film with the way Tom Hardy kept on teasing and like deleting photos.
Right. Oh.
They took their symbiote back and everything.
No, it didn't.
Eh,
The
mean-
symbiote from the bar, right?
That's still in the
That's
MCU.
That's a weird scenario because they're playing that like it's. Remember Morbius and the damn murderer thing? I think that's how they're playing that. Yeah, Ricardo, that's exactly how I feel.
See, no, here's the thing, right? Because this is how it's all going to plan out. The only reason why Knull's in this movie is because they want to give Venom the dragon symbol.
Oh,
But that's the only reason why Knull's in this movie. So they're going to use
Oh.
that as a way to give the MCU symbiote the symbol, because there's that multi-dimensional, multiversal hive mind shit going on. So that bit of Venom goop is going to have the memories and all the stuff of that Venom goop over here, and they're going to transfer it over, and then it's going to be that way. And then come Secret Wars is going to have the suit, and that's how he's going to have the all black with the white on the chest, like the classic look.
The writing is too good for Sony. You're giving them too much credit.
Yeah, you really are.
I mean, like Sony, I'm not giving the actual writers credit and the creators of Knull, because that's all Knull was invented for.
like, has it been sourced or officially sourced that was it Norman Reedus is supposed to be Knull?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's Knull. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on the trades. Yeah.
Okay.
The most low-hanging fruit casting imaginable.
I was gonna say they clearly went after. They're like, okay, who has long hair? Oh, Norman Reedus. He wants to join a comic book movie. That's literally the thought process that they had, because there's nothing about him that screams Knull to me, like at all.
I mean, the face, sure, but apart from that, no.
Maybe I'll actually, yeah. If I really think about his face, he does kind of have those like deep receding cheekbones, so that might actually kind of work. Yeah,
that's literally it. The rest of it, no.
Yeah.
The only thing that I feel bad for is Cates and Stegman not going to see much of Penny, and they're not going to use Knull ever again, because this is going to be done very horribly.
What's the bets that the movie studio found out about Knull because one of them is friends with someone in like the game studio with Insomniac?
Oh,
like, hey, what you doing over there? What do you mean you got Venom's got wings now? Who's this guy? What are you teasing here? It's like, cool. Hey, Tom Hardy, I've got an idea for you.
Jotted down a couple notes on a napkin, pass it to Tom Hardy. What do you think of this, bro?
You just can get the Cliff Note version of Knull in the movie.
Yeah, it's like, what was Knull character? What, you guys gonna use him? Not yet. Maybe later. Yeah, you might want to use that instead.
Don't worry, we'll botch them first, so you can't have any.
We'll make you guys look better. Don't worry about it.
That's a great plan to upsell Spider-Man 3.
100%, yeah.
Oh man, look, I for the most part feel like that this third film from that trailer, they just said, you know what, just do whatever we want. We know we're gonna make $500 million, so go stupid. But at the same time, it's like,
I'd love they don't.
There's just something about this that looks and feels weird to me. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
I mean, you just take it for the example. You have Venom horse, and people thought that was cool.
That is true. Now people are memeing on the fish.
Yeah.
The problem with these movies, though, is they're all the same.
That they are.
They're literally the same plot, and they have been the same plot. It's like, oh, we're not good guys. We're bad guys. We have to look at Venom not understanding this thing about what Earth people do.
Yep.
There's a bad symbiote guy. We got to stop him.
I thought it was just like we're losers even to our own races.
That's pretty much.
I mean,
I thought this was a love story.
That quite quick.
Because even in the trailer, I don't know why, but they gave Venom he's a gambling addict.
Yeah, that was one of the leaks, and
that's just a metaphor for Tom Rothman and how he spent Sony's money. So that's clearly it. Because I don't know what else it could be.
They clearly saw the old people in that Vegas meme.
Yeah.
And they just went, we're doing that.
So
which is even worse in real life, where you can connect your bank account and transfer money
that shit should be illegal.
Yeah, that's messed up. That is messed up. So
capitalism,
I don't know.
Baby.
Look, we got like a month and a half till this film. Any closing thoughts on this before we actually get to the film?
Venom is making people not remember Kraven's supposed to come this year as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Hold on, when is Kraven coming out?
Christmas.
December.
Christmas.
Oh yeah.
It's fighting against the blue one.
It's
the
hopefully Kraven wins that.
I'll say it's Kraven versus Sonic versus
Lion King.
Oh yeah,
Lion King. Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah.
So, man, what a time to be alive! What a December we're gonna have. So,
it's great to be a Sony fan.
Oh, it's something to be a Sony fan, all right? Something to be a Sony fan. But
their tickets will be $70 soon. You watch.
You know what? Speaking of $70 tickets, that might be how much they need to cost for Joker 2 to make as much as Joker 1. Because so about a month and a half ago, long range forecasts were saying $160 to $200 million opening weekend in the U.S. And then just a week ago, okay, 120 to 150. Now that the tickets have gone on sale, all the analysts are saying $70 to $80 million opening weekend. So
I'm here for the downfall of this movie.
It's quite clear that WB thinking this is going to be a $2 billion film and giving Todd Phillips $300 million was a giant mistake.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially to make a musical. You know, the historically the type of movies that don't make money.
Mitch, it's not a musical, okay? It's just a musical jukebox with musical elements, but it's not a musical.
I forgot. It's a movie where the characters can only express themselves through thought because dialogue.
That's the reason why
it's
it's not making money.
Because dialogue.
Listening or watching a musical is woke now. So.
Oh yes.
Too feminine.
Every musical is woke, goddammit.
So, the bigger picture I've seen here with this is everybody trying to analyze what happened and what could go wrong. You fooled people the first time, you're not going to fool them the second time.
Yeah, you made a musical for incels. That's what went wrong.
That's why. Like, you
built this movie on a swamp. That's the problem.
Yeah. And if like the leaks are true, then yeah, it's just gonna be a boring movie.
Oh no, the leaks are 100% true. I got a friend who saw it.
Yeah,
it's all true.
It's just a boring movie that no one asked for,
like the first one.
Yeah. And just to preface this, the friend of mine that saw it, he does a bunch of local, not in my area, but where he's from, a bunch of local charities and stuff with his group. WB knows him. He cosplays a version of Joker. Like, this guy, they were like, no, you're a big Joker guy. We know you. We want you to see this film. And he saw it, and he got back to me. He was like, you know I'm a Joker fan. He's got, Batman the Animated Series tattoos on his arms. And he was like, this was a bad movie. So, if he tells me it's bad, and, so.
It's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, from the most hardcore of the hardcore to tell you they don't like it, that's,
it's going to be hilarious seeing the people, the certain few who've really, die hard for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen. And you're going to have a handful of people who like the first one who's going to go for this
every film has it. Every film has it,
And just to see them twist it into how it's not a musical, it's something more, it's something new that you don't understand. It's just like
it's about mental health.
Yeah, if you were mentally health aware and an intellectual, you would understand that that's self-expression of pain. Okay.
My problem is I'm not white and not angry enough to understand this movie.
Okay, so this movie made they wasted $200 million, and the projections at $70 million opening 3-day weekend, which is 20 million less than the first movie.
Yep.
So.
And the first film had legs. That's what people forget. But this one, I'm not seeing it because Venom is coming out 3 weeks after, and Venom is going to do big. The Venom film does internationally specifically. So.
See, the reason why the first one made $1 billion is because people wanted to go to see it to see if they get shot.
Bro, I was literally about to say that. I was going to say it needed the shock factor.
I'm gambling my life right now.
No one actually watched the movie. They just all recording on their phones to wait for that viral moment of them getting shot in the Joker movie. That's the only reason people want to see it. And the
there was
next
a guy
time
that
I
looked
go
off.
see it is the time I'm getting shot.
Yeah. So they just wanted to see the Joker kill somebody. Okay.
No, they wanted to see someone get. No,
they don't want to see the actual thing. This is America, after all. Come on.
No, where else do you like to see someone get shot?
I mean, Arnie makes a joke, but you should go to the Indy 500 people literally go to those races just to see the cars crash.
Oh yeah, well that's it's part of the spectacle. Which, you know what? Maybe Joker 2, if the reviews are correct, which I mean, plenty of people are like, this just isn't a good film. Maybe it's an amazing car wreck that you could enjoy.
It's the NASCAR of movies.
It could be like X-Men Origins of movies, right? Where that is a clearly bad movie, but if you're just the right level of high and drunk, that is the greatest film you're gonna watch in your life. It is just,
I don't know.
It falls apart every sense of the way, and you can tell when you're not fully coherent, but you're in for something. So maybe that's
getting high and drunk and watching the extended Lord of the Rings is the best experience you'll ever have in your life.
See, I'm gonna be doing the extended cuts of all the films once I'm done Rings of Power.
Oh, don't do the Hobbit. Don't do the Hobbit.
I like the
Please,
Hobbit.
I beg. No one watch those movies ever again. They're horrendous.
Man, oh man. So I don't know. Look, Joker 2's coming. Projections are down. Ticket sales did not fly off the box office ticket master booths or whatever you do. So, I
I
guess
bet it's because all the incels got like locked up for January 6th. Well, they all brought Trump trainers.
Oh man. Oh, well, everybody, let's jump on to our next topic, which is that Wolverine will not be a member of the X-Men. And apparently, this is neither Hugh Jackman nor a rebooted Wolverine will be joining the ranks of the X-Men in the MCU.
I thought this was that it's because they're keeping Jackman after.
Yeah, that's what I read too.
That's what I read is that he won't be on the X-Men.
Yeah,
but he'll still be Wolverine.
Exactly. Yeah. So, how do we feel about this?
Were you too high when you saw this story? Is that what happened?
No, they said Hugh Jackman's. I mean, they said he won't be a member of the X-Men. So Wolverine
is Joker 2 meant for you?
That's it. It's up. I failed. I can't hide it anymore.
Okay. I know a good therapist. Like
I mean, it's interesting. It seems like they don't want to have to lean on the Wolverine crutch like they did in the 90s, where Wolverine was on like every single team for one reason or another.
But on the flip side of that, if it's still Jackman, like we're not moving forward, not doing anything different.
But then you got to take into account, when does Jackman even come back if he's quote unquote still like Wolverine?
I mean, it's if it is after Secret Wars, I'm sure that's vague as fuck, right? That could be anywhere, but they're gonna keep
Deadpool 4,
probably.
Yeah,
they're not gonna stop with 3 after it's made $1 billion, like.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, at this point, they're just not gonna number the movies anymore. They're just gonna be whatever.
True. I mean, Deadpool 3 is not even Deadpool 3, right?
Yeah, it's
true.
Yeah,
Wolverine.
But Iron Man was the only one to get a full trilogy in numbers. That's why.
Which is pretty interesting that this is how they're focusing the movies, where there's no numbered title, it's just subtitle now, so it's easier for
Actually, I outright lied there. Guardians Volume 1, 2, and 3.
Oh yeah, they do the volume thing, yeah.
But Iron Man's purely numbers, so there we go.
I mean, to be fair, I forgot Guardians 2 exists, so that's
fair. That's fair,
Yeah.
and you should forget that most of that movie exists because the only good part's the end. But
and like
the Pac-Man part.
No, shut up.
Terrible.
I'll be hearing from my therapist again. Goddamn.
Refer you to my therapist because we live in a society and I got to deal with it. So,
but it is interesting though, because it gives, I guess, an extra member slot for the main roster of X-Men in the MCU. So that's what they want to go with.
Can it please be Angel? Can Angel
No.
get his flowers
No.
finally?
God.
Come on.
No.
Yes.
What you gonna do? Cut his wings in the bathroom again?
No, we're gonna do it right, not to save money and be dumb. God damn, X-Men 3.
We do the original 5, which does include Angel, in fairness, but we put Armor in there as well.
I just wanted Laura.
Getting like the Ultimate Comics, like put Armor in there.
Yeah, I think Laura also as well. I think you're right on that one.
I did see some people want Jubilee, but like Jubilee doesn't really.
Oh God.
anything.
Jubilee could be nuts, but you know they're not going to do it.
Wasn't she like in Age of Apocalypse or whatever that movie was called?
I cannot remember.
The Fox movies?
Phoenix.
Let me check this.
I think it's in Dark Phoenix.
Wait, what? Apparently she was in
definitely
another
in one of
film?
them.
Wait, what film?
Oh, she's an X-Men Apocalypse, huh?
Yeah, see?
How high? I wasn't even doing drugs at that time. What?
They probably like cut her down to a cameo.
Yeah. Oh, apparently she's standing next to the helicopter. What is this? Is this all AI? Are you guys making this up as we go along?
That's crazy, because I never even watched the movie.
Wow. Okay. I guess bring Jubilee in. You should probably do that, but do it correctly, because I'm assuming whatever Fox did that I don't remember was wrong. So.
Oh yeah, it's a good bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good bet.
Crazy.
Okay, so to list her appearances, she was in X-Men, X2, and The Last Stand.
What?
Yeah, she's in the originals as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a brief like delete. She's in the background in one scene, and that deleted scene.
That's
with,
how they classified it. Is that
look, if she didn't have a yellow jacket, I'm not supposed to know.
Yeah,
she was like the only Asian in those movies, Ricardo. That's how you spoke.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Remember that one?
But Olivia Munn was in the movie, right? And
she was in Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Not in the originals.
Yeah, like
you're right.
X2 was the one where she was in the deleted scene at the museum using her powers. She was originally supposed to appear in X-Men Days of Future Past as an older member, but she was cut out at the final cut of the script. So yeah,
she kind of had like the cameo, like the triplets, the Stepford Cuckoos. They appear in X-Men: The Last Stand for 2 seconds, and you're like, oh look, that could be something. Nope, cool. Thanks. Yeah.
So
those
quick question. What are the odds, right? If Marvel is doing the exact same thing they're gonna do with Fantastic Four, right? Because we still have Monica Rambeau in that quote unquote X-Men thing, so I wouldn't be surprised after Secret Wars is gonna like that specific beast being in the MCU going forward. I feel like that's what they're trying to do.
Kelsey Grammer.
They should.
I feel like they would.
Just keep the voice, because that's all he did.
If they could keep him, they could keep Hugh Jackman. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, they are keeping Hugh Jackman
forever.
Yeah, forever. It's going to be another Peter Cushing situation, but this time they won't get sued. So there you go.
I mean, they still might. Just leave it 10 years.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, I don't mind the idea of Wolverine not being on the X-Men and the X-Men being all new members or like a mashup of characters we've seen and we haven't seen, because that's what you should do. It's we don't need the same exact thing over and over. And I hope that's what Kevin Feige gets from this whole reboot.
You don't, but like in the comics, for some reason, Wolverine sells. So
yeah,
the big three.
I feel like Feige's gonna just do what he's done with Spider-Man and Fantastic Four, is go back to basics and get the basics right. So you're gonna get the original 5.
Yeah, I could see it.
Because that way they're all white, right? Like we know Iger's mandated that you can't have.
It's like I kind of think and like hope that they swap out Angel for Nightcrawler.
No, he's blue. Can't have that.
Oh, no. Can't have it colored. So I see.
No.
This is Kevin Feige trying to fight for it, but Bob Iger's like, no more people of color. So he literally said that too. It's like, oh
yeah.
I'm say we know Iger's a Geeks and Gamers fan, right?
Oh, that's how he's building out the new Disney.
Like, why do you think the Acolyte got cancelled? Like,
that makes sense actually. So that's cool. So I don't know. Like, we obviously, I think all of us assume and probably can figure out, one of the first 3 films post Secret Wars is going to be X-Men. That much is, I think, clear to everybody. So
I would not be shocked if we get X-Men
before Secret Wars.
That's crazy.
I don't even know where you would slot that in, honestly.
There's a 2-movie gap between Doomsday and Secret Wars.
True.
But isn't that like a year apart from each other?
Yeah.
Did they confirm like the dates?
No.
Yeah, those 2 and then the 2 films in between. So, I mean, that just means the Blade and Armor Wars gets canceled, right?
Yeah, watch your mouth.
Oh, they've been dead for a long time.
Yeah. I love Don Cheadle. Hey, how's Armor Wars coming along? What's Armor Wars? Laughs nervously. Oh.
That's his. It's my time to pull a What's a Black Widow movie.
Maybe it's a next time baby moment, and there won't be a next time. So,
it's all because of Secret Invasion's fault.
You know what should happen?
genuinely think it is, to be honest.
Oh, 100%. Because you have to address, because remember, once it leaked that, what's her name? The Mother of Dragons once it leaked that Emilia Clarke was playing, Abigail Brand, they reshot the complete ending and made her Super Skrull, which was a dumb choice.
Or a Super Skrull.
Yeah, a Super.
I know people like to think that Kill Rit's the only one, but there are like hundreds.
Yeah, there's more than one Super Skrull.
Yeah. Ah, man, what a Marvel fumbled. That's really the takeaway here.
They've been doing that a lot recently.
Technically, it ended up just like the real event in the comics.
Right. True.
The original Armor Wars was so good, though.
No, Invasion. A Secret Invasion.
Oh, thank God. Let's throw hands. What the
Wow.
A Secret Invasion ended up just like the comics.
Yeah.
Wow, what are the odds that War Machine was the only one in the MCU to get changed?
I that's how I felt though, because everyone wanted Rhodey to be a Skrull, and then we got the worst version of it.
Yep.
And now we're here. We literally
now we're here.
Don Cheadle out of a movie.
I hate it, but that's what's happening. So
it's really bad because he was on a Good Day America, and they asked him about Armor Wars, and he was all, "What? Armor Wars?"
No. I think he knows. Honestly, I don't think that's happening. So, look, we'll see. But for now, let's talk about something that is happening, because we know that Spider-Man 4 will be directed by the man behind Shang-Chi, which brings Shang-Chi into question.
R.I.P. Shang-Chi too.
Yep. This is another
Obviously,
Bob Iger.
No one knows if that's actually the case or not. But it smells of
racist.
cancels.
Bob strikes me as I'm going to axe this one. So
there's old Simu Lu's like, but I could pass as white, please. It's like, no, I'm sorry. No.
I think was it Zendaya? She's in like talks for renegotiation to reappear as MJ in Spider-Man.
As she should.
Yeah.
Now time for Gwen.
Yeah, people were
MJ.
People were up in arms saying they should have just switched over to someone else.
Honestly, they should, for a whole new trilogy. Like, leave the old characters behind, because Peter would be like, I could hurt their lives and them if they know who I am. So he moves past them. Like, the story's right there. I don't see why you need to bring her back, or Ned even, or any of the old, It's
I can see why you bring like a good way to bring them back, and you can make it like thematically important. But give us like a movie of him living this life by himself. Let us like actually explore that life a little bit more, and then be like, hey, they're destined, and some stuff happens, and they come together again.
I mean, it would be kind of cool, like if in Spider-Man 4, right? They do the whole Horizon Labs thing. Maybe he meets Gwen Stacy. They start, getting, I don't know, comfortable with one another. And suddenly, at the end of that film, he goes to that, little cafe, and he's never told MJ his name. And she goes, Peter? Like, she's starting to remember, and then you ended there.
Yeah.
Like, it's a great, now you could do the whole relationship aspect of it, but like
you bring him Mephisto, and he takes away Ned's soul because he can't take away that man.
And then he's the Hobgoblin. Like,
I feel like this would be tough though, because I wouldn't assume MJ, like Zendaya's character, to continue to work in that cafe shop, only because like this film will probably take place like 3 years or however deep down the line the MCU timeline is in, I
think currently it's I think the same year or a year ahead.
It's 1 or 2 years ahead at the minute.
Yeah. So
if she's still in the coffee shop for 2 years, oh my god, that's crazy.
She hates herself.
Have you seen this economy? Like, there's nothing going.
You telling me MJ wouldn't be a model?
This current MJ doesn't like that stuff.
No. That's crazy.
True, she doesn't. Yeah.
But
this is why Gwen Stacy's the model.
Yeah. The only other thing I think people were like kind of mad. They're saying instead if they didn't want to do like Gwen, people wanted Felicia to be it.
Yeah. You told me Gwen Stacy's gonna be
it's Sydney Sweeney, and people we all know why the Gooners want Sydney Sweeney.
Wait, you telling me Peter's love interest? Like, say if they bring in another Peter's love interest, are they gonna be, white because of Bob Iger?
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
Because the last 2 relationships, I'm just saying, a little season there. So if they go backwards, is it really our Peter?
It's time to boil the chicken again. Oh, sorry.
Oh man.
No cinnamon and spice?
No.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
This
You get boiled ribs. That's what you get.
Oh no.
I said because I saw a TikTok of that earlier and nearly vomited.
man. Yeah, I'm so confused with all of this. Like, we're hearing a lot about Spider-Man 4. It's like, okay, they got a director now. They're clearly starting production in January, by all accounts. But, like, what are you actually going to do that's, like...
Here's my batshit idea, right? I said this to Jared yesterday. I just completely off the top of my head. You make it like a smaller story that Marvel wants, but you bring in the multiverse elements back into it again. So you kind of do what No Way Home did, like get Garfield and Maguire back, but you make Garfield and Maguire Ben Reilly and Kane Parker, and then you have 3 Spider-Men fighting each other. So it's like the reverse of No Way Home. And you know, with the director we got, you'll get good fight scenes. And 3 Spider-Man fighting, like, what else you gonna do? Right.
As long as it doesn't go into like some mystical CG fight.
But that's what Knull is for.
Because it's Marvel, right? But you have to like bring out the copium on that one. You know, you can bring in the Jackal, have him be the reason why they're there. They're not actually clones; they're just different variants. And you go that way. Like, done. Why not?
Well, like, I could definitely see them. Like, obviously, Sony's gonna want the big old multiverse bag, right? So, with what if? I mean, here's my. I guess you just had a crazy theory. What if instead of Shang-Chi and the Wreckage of Time, we're essentially getting Spider-Man and the Wreckage of Time? And
it
like,
wouldn't surprise me, to be honest.
Pulling everything, you know, it's like, oh, okay, like.
But the question with that is because we spoke about the whole Venom situation with Spider-Man as well. Who gets to do the symbiote Spider-Man Secret Wars cover? Do you give it to Daniel or do the Russos veto that and be like, no, we want that moment?
I would hope we get the good studio to do it, but a part of me tells me that we're going to get the bad studio to do it.
I mean, it's the same studio in both movies.
Yes, but one has 100% creative control.
No,
and,
true.
The other one has maybe 10% creative input.
That's
so
true. That's true.
I'm still banking on
make it, so they get to make that good. No, it's fine.
I'm still banking on Spider-Man 4. Like I want them to do what Ant-Man did or like Captain Marvel. Like if they're gonna do like the big thing leading up to the Avengers, just throw it into like the post-credit or mid-credit scene.
You want him to punch Kang into a hole?
I mean, I guess so.
That's wild.
I just want Spider-Man 4 to be good.
You want him to bring in a bunch of giant spiders, like socialist spiders?
Oh, is Alistair Smythe going to show up?
Oh God.
Oh, please.
Can he have the tubes on his back like the 90s version that shoots lasers? And he's in a
He makes the scorpion suit?
Yeah.
Just give me giant mecha spiders.
Yeah.
That combine into 3 because you have to sell toys.
Oh man, that would be so good.
Where's Mysterio's guy again? Like he just took all the tech and just dipped. He never came back.
The VFX artist on a strike in the MCU.
The MCU has VFX artists because you could have fooled me.
Because they're on strike. That's why.
I thought they were just using like AI now to create some of the visual effects, like the Minecraft movie.
They say that probably.
Oh no.
So, any closing thoughts on this here Spider-Man 4 new director? Everybody's like thumbs up. I mean, it sounds good. Like
I'm down for a different direction. I do just fear that Shang-Chi has been stealth cancelled because you don't cancel a movie that made 400 million and not one that made 430.
Yeah.
Like what's 30 million in Hollywood? Nothing.
When 400 million used to guarantee sequels, but after 2014, it's death's door. It's insane.
Yeah.
I hate
But
it.
remember, the diversity shouldn't matter in the MCU anymore. So when Iron Fist comes back, $1 billion.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Easily $1 billion.
Well, that means we get more Danny Rand. Oh.
With a
Don't
What are they
worry.
gonna do with Luke Cage? Like, make him a latte this time? Like, what's going on?
I mean, The Rock is part of Disney now, so
Oh,
there's your Luke Cage.
no.
Ricardo already putting up a cosplay together. He's like, "Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Hierarchy.
of course.
The hierarchy of the Defenders is going to change forever."
You're telling me Luke Cage is going to get a film? I'm ready.
Whoa. Nobody said a film. Come on.
Oh,
A special on Disney Plus produced by The Rock's company.
Can it be a reboot so we don't have Luke Cage 1 and 2?
Season 2 especially. My God, that was pretty mid.
Yeah. Or if we just cut both seasons in half to make one season, that'd be fine with me.
Well, there we go, I suppose. So,
Good director choice. Well done.
yep. So that's actually brought us to the end of the show, everybody. So, that's all we got here for the main topics. As always, we do continue on with a couple more additional members topics for everybody. And, go follow everybody here on all those links.
But I do hope that Jared Leto becomes D2 Skeletor. And
All right, time to boot him. Never returning to this damn
Oh,
show.
yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how karma's finally come around and bitten you.
Yeah. This is the ultimate karma for me. If this happens, I'm not even watching this film.
yeah. As a He-Man fan, when I saw that news, like he not only is he ruining He-Man, but he's in Tron too.
Yeah.
I will personally, Jared Leto, if you hear this podcast, I'll personally fight you. I'm tired of this.
Look,
I will
you and
personally
your
allow Ricardo to fight you too, Jared Leto.
from my house in Bosnia, Croatia is a 45-minute ride. I will come to your island and I will fist fight you, okay? We're going to do it, Leto. We're going to do it. Oh, I hate it. It's terrible. I made a video for the members channel. If you want to hear me spike the mic and swear for a solid 5 minutes, go watch that. And there's
Imagine
the video
not
for
putting
it.
a hard limiter on your audio. Wow.
I did not.
How
You know what? It's supposed to be like 75% of max, but I maxed it out because,
But what decibel level you're setting it to?
Oh, I don't know. Probably pretty high.
Say, take Peter and everyone and put it on -6. Goddamn.
Well, there we are, everybody. So thank you for joining us, and we will catch you next time.